Shizz Jefferson versus Bryan Buendia. So far, this match is nothing but beating up rails. I'm also just tuning in. I had some homework to get done, but figured I'd got some free time, give you a little commentary on some low-level player action. Alright. Looks like Shizz played it safe. Now you really just need to try and tuck up behind that 14 and get him real close to the 1, so that way he's got to do something to move it. But Bryan's very offensive. Not a bad way to play it. Oh man, we got John Boy in there, man. John tore me up this weekend in Grand Rapids. I'll tell you what, man, that guy's got me shaking in my boots, waiting to play him. Good shot by Bryan there, but I don't think he can cut it, and maybe he can. It's tough to see from this angle. Maybe he just gets a thin hit and leaves it close to the pocket. He called it, so we'll see what happens. One of those kind of shots you want to kind of float it. Very hard to dig into that when it's frozen against the rail. Shizz has got an opportunity to run out here. Probably not the way I'd play it, and that's exactly why. But he still has a good opportunity for some saves. He's not feeling confident in running out. Not sure if he can cut that too cleanly and then get a good look at the 1, but we're gonna find out here. This is definitely amateur pool, I'll tell you that. Well, I think he just put Bryan back in the driver's seat here, as long as he can play it right. I think right now you just thin it if you can't make it so it stays in the pocket, but it looks like he's going to call it and go for it. A little too hard, but still got to tie up. Shizz has got some breakout opportunities here, though. One key factor that a lot of low-level players don't think about, everybody always thinks about the breakout, but you got to start thinking about how you want to break it out. The power, the speed, the pace, whatever you want to call it. It does no good to blow it apart and send the balls you need to make next all the way up the table. But looks like Shizz just played it safe here and giving Bryan an opportunity. See me right here, I'm just gonna send the one up table and not mess with that cluster just because the two does not go. Oh, I guess he could hit it. Very good save. Just thin the one, catch a rail, it'll be fine. He's trying to stop shot. Very touchy shot though. Alright, look like he's going all in for the kick. Not terrible, could have been a little better. I was hoping to catch it a little thicker and at least leave it in the pocket, but got a little thin there. I think Bryan's got an opportunity now. If he can see enough of this 15, he might be able to clip the 15 and make the 2, and then leave Shizz with a really tough cut. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a typo for me. I'll have to fix. They're playing for 1,000 in the middle, 500 a man. Oh, and he leaves Bryan a look. Still not an easy shot. He's got to go to the bottom left corner here. We've got some good matches coming up here. Probably the next few months. They got to get planned out a little bit. Got me and John Denbraver playing for 500 a man here soon. Kyle Jansen's playing Carl DiAgostino, the local cue maker. Ooh, tough miss. And hopefully we get Jesse Theobald playing Bill Gould. but these guys live about 3 hours away, so that's a lot of action in one night. So we might try to squeeze it in one day, or we might try to make it a weekend ordeal, but it'll be some good action regardless. That black door to the left, Kyle, is the bathroom I had built in down there, so that way the players didn't have to come all the way upstairs to use one. That's where I'm hoping to send John's pool career, right down that toilet. Also give a shout out to Kyle Janssens, John Dembraber, and Jesse Theobald. We got Randy Egler too. These guys are trying to do some good things just like I am. So if you don't already, follow on Facebook Donkey Fights, and they also have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to. So they're doing some good things with pool over there in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Eastside Billiards, owned by Rich Williams. So all trying to grow the sport, do good for pool, you know, make it bigger and better, whatever we can do. All right, let's see what kind of action we got going on here. Takes a long shot, gets a nice fortunate roll. A Kyle versus Billy rematch would be a great thing to see and get it on stream for a lot of viewers to see. Billy Plain loves to be in action. That guy's always itching for a game, and he's not afraid to play it, to get weight or give it. He just wants the game. I think that might have to be a donkey fight, though. I think Kyle and Billy are a little bit closer to Grand Rapids, so I'm excited to see the new cameras that Kyle talked Rich into buying. So we're not using Kyle's mom's camcorder from 1983. Yeah, those are tricky ones. You really gotta kind of drag stun that so you don't float so far down, or you gotta know you gotta play it 2 rails to come back out and shoot in the upper right. But looks like Bryan's gonna give Shizz another opportunity. Guess that 2-ball straight in was just a little too tough. Tell you what, these two are the highest caliber APA 5s you're about to find around here. Liable to do a 7-ball run, or liable to miss them straight in. You just never know. Wow, what a miscue. Gotta loosen up that back arm. Bryan's got to do something to free up this one ball. I think he's going to try and take a swing at it now. No. Another rule of thumb for some of you low-level players, just like myself, you know, you gotta know when to run out and when to duck. If you are not 100% out, you gotta duck. It does no good to run 7 balls and leave your opponent at open table. I think Tanner Fox and Philip Lee know all about that. Philip Lee loves to pull that cowboy shit. Oh, I'm a low-level player, all right. Just ask John Denbraver. I think you gotta try to thin it and play safe, but oh no. Oh no. Got lucky with that one, but gave Shizz a big opportunity to tie it up here. See, these are the kind of shots, guys. They love to just try to roll them in, but when you try to slow roll it, that one ball gets real big. Don't think about floating 1 rail down. Think about floating 2 rails. Bottom rail, and then that top rail. And then you're always going to give it enough pace. The window gets way bigger when you play it that way. Oh my goodness. If you don't like money, just say that. Philip Lee. Jeez, the Vietnam Viper, low-level player. Never heard that in the same sentence. Oh boy. I'll tell you what, these rails are sure getting a workout. I might have to order a new set after this match. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Bubba. For me, I would have just got out there, but who doesn't love a good sweat? Tell you what, the way these two boys are playing, Eggy Metler would give these boys the 7. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, wow. Man, I know this is underground action, but that's definitely a certified donkey shot right there. Tell Randy to put a stamp on it. Some tough action around here, boys. Tough action. Brandon, I think you can beat these boys even up right now, the way they're shooting. Oh no. I'm about to get paid. About to have Christian Matavo come down here and show these boys how to play some pool. Couldn't even beat a 10-year-old. No, side action's not that bad. I'll tell you what, though, if Zach Lee was down here, we'd be taking side bets if he was going to scratch on the lag again. Damn right he does, John. He'll probably give us the fucking 8 out, I'll tell you that. 10 years old and got no fear. That's a huge game changer. Randy Edler with the save. Certified donkey. Hey, it's hard to keep your emotions in control when you're only 10 years old, Bubba. I remember you used to get so mad when your uncle wouldn't play with you, and we all know what kind of playing we're talking about. Alright. Definitely a tough shot when you're tree topped over that. Just gotta roll it in. Or fire it in. That's a big pocket with that stripe. Alright, it's looking like Shizz should be out, but anything can happen. Oh, Riley Gardner calling out Bubba. Oh, man, I tell you what. Those 20-degree cuts, those are tough. I mean, the only thing tougher than that is straight in. You got to play the stripe here on the left, just like Bryan's looking at. Ooh, slammed it. Those are tight pockets. They don't accept anything, but I don't think that would have even went on a valley hitting it that bad. Sometimes when you know a guy, Philip, and you know how they play, you know what's coming. Oh, too much mustard. And you know what you need when you put too much mustard? A little ketchup when you're behind in life. Spin it awfully far away. You got to take the one in the pocket. It's so hard to play position for two balls on the same rail like that. But what do I know? Some people just don't like getting the cash. Ooh. Got real fortunate there. Don't know. The 8 should pass the 5 there. Not when you hit it like that. Been thinking too. Man, just bought myself a new cue. Emptied the funds a little bit. I'm gonna need some Tanner Fox money in my pocket. Oh yeah, Brandon, these guys will play anything you want. They'll play 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball. Brandon wins, they play it all. See, right now, all you gotta do, just thin the 2, leave it over the pocket a little bit, and send the cue ball 1 or 2 rails, depending on how confident you are. You just gotta create some distance, make Bryan earn it, and trying to bank out. Riley Gardner, Randy Edler is calling you out, saying you couldn't even beat a woman to even get to him in the bracket. Blake Clark's also looking for a game. He's a good 600-ish player. Plays real good. Loves rotation, though. Loves rotation. Thinks playing 8 balls like watching paint dry, but we both know that's for us chess player, high caliber players. You know, these nine ball only players. They ain't got no strategy to their game. They're just playing checkers. Hop off the table. Yep. When it's real close to the rail like that, you always got a really big chance of it hopping off the table. Those are ones you kind of just want to try and 2-rail kick and send the cue ball down table. You've got to hit those perfect. Well, looks like we're taking a little break here.
Safety's fucking everything. Making 8 balls out of turn, just playing so bad.
You heard it here first, folks. The donkey is playing bad.
You got a ladder?
Yeah, I might have one. Yeah, you were supposed to 2-rail kick that one. The jump. Yeah, it's way too close. It's too. No, just try to get good contact and leave it. Oh. Might be too cold to work. I think Ryan took all the lighters in this house.
No, it's just keep those right there.
You got some guys looking to spend about $400 on some cues. Get rid of that Q-Tech.
Yeah, I also got the Predator Sport no wrap, brand new. Just that it's butt only.
Yeah, this is the first set, first and only. I'm thinking it's not looking good.
What'd you say? It's probably said commentator's curse or some shit like that.
Oh, when you slam that one, when you had those two against the rail and you fucking slammed it to try and get back over. I knew.
Yeah.
He said commentator's curse, but I knew you did that already because I could hear it. Since there's like a 3-second delay.
Yeah, it was like a 5-second over here.
This is YouTube. YouTube's got or they both got pretty short delays now since I changed the latency. But yeah, it's still, I think, around a 3 to 5 second, something like that. Yeah, we'll take some pictures of them after this, Brandon, and shoot them over to you.
Yeah, right there for me.
All right. All right, looks like we're getting back into it. Both players coming back down. Riley, I'm going to have Christian come over here and give you the 7 out and just pound your patties. No, just had some free time after I got some homework done, so figured I'd give the people what they want, which is listening to me. Great safety by Shizz there. I think Bryan can only see 3 balls. Knowing Bryan, though, he's going to try and cut the one to the corner. That's all right. You can just get some of that Blake Clark money. I hear it's moldy just laying around, not even wanting to be played with. Tight pockets, ladies and gentlemen. Who's that? Who's Blake Clark? Everybody in Indiana knows that fucking monster. I tell you what, he doesn't deer hunt in the winter for no reason. That boy's a certified killer. Just maybe not on the pool table. Well, Shizz needs to just float up so we can shoot that 4 and take care of that problem. Shoot the 7 down table. Still all right. Oh, wow. Funny way to get on the 5, but we'll take it. I think the only reason Blake Clark probably plays pool is just so he has something to do while he's drinking. Gonna have to put that guy in my backpack coming up next month for that doubles. Gotta take your time there, boys. A big key factor with people, when they don't like a certain shot, they rush it. And when you should always give it more time. If you don't like the shot, or if it's a tougher shot, give it the respect it deserves. Don't rush it just because it's an uncomfortable shot. The best safety in the world is keeping your opponent in their seat, which Bryan obviously can't do, because that stripe that was a ball out from that side pocket was way too tough. Good breakup by Shizz there. What's the over-under on getting out right here, boys? Four balls to run out. Not super confident. Or is it four? Can't tell. Is that a stripe at the bottom of the table there? Oh, it looks like it. It's a little tough to see when I'm watching my TV. Hey, Bubba, what's that old saying everybody used to say, you better shut your mouth or I'm gonna fuck it? Yeah, I think that one's it. If I wanted your lip, Michael, I'd unzip my pants. Just having it in your mouth is worse enough. I can't believe you just admitted that. Oh man, Blake Clark, the nearby Kokomo killer. I tell you what, boys, Blake doesn't love anybody's money as much as he loves mine. He loves to come over here and take it from me in my own house. The disrespect of it, I'll tell you that. Gotta take solids here. Just shoot the four, come 2 rails around. Might be able to get a nice little angle on the 3. Use a little low outside and bump the 8 free. Always need to take care of your problems early. Always. I'm telling you, Brandon, that's what I need from the guy. The guy plays too good for me. The only reason Fargo let me actually hit 500 is because they felt bad for me. Playing 3 years and couldn't even break a 500 Fargo. All right, Shiz, it's not a math quiz. Just make a ball and go from there. We're not going to get position anyway, so we might as well just try it. The guy's trying to read the hole out, and he's only going to run 2 balls. Just kidding, 1. Guessing he's going to try and play safe with the 3 ball. Tuck up back there. Well, jam up safe right there. I mean, Bryan can only see 2 of his balls. I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, you can call them safeties, but at these boys' levels, I just call them gimmies. Tell you what, Bubba, you come down here, I'll give you 3 to 11 and some 8 ball. I'll give you the world. All right. We got some confidence showing up. Just firing them in. I mean, I probably would have played straight for the 7, a little better than that, but that's just me. Me personally, I like to make pool easy. What the fuck is that? Five to 11, Scott? Jesus. I'd like at least a chance at winning. I'm pretty sure me and Bubba are only like 30 points apart, and I got to give him 5 to 11. Wow. Real sporty shot there. If you don't like money, just say that. Oh. A little too hard there. just fires it in. Ooh, what a lucky roll there. This kid better go buy a lottery ticket. Cheese. Almost caught that side pocket scratch. I tell you what, Scott, Bryan loves to lose money. Bryan's money is some of my favorite. All right, this is an ugly rack. Bubba, I don't think you could win a set if you've got 9 games going to 10. I'll tell you what, I've seen you shoot. I think you did a good thing putting your cues up for sale. You don't need those things. Might as well use them for fire pokers. We can get you set up, Scott. I'm telling you, there's plenty of money in here. These guys love giving it away, so. Oh yeah, I wouldn't stand back up either. Oh, come on now. This is Fundamental Pool 101. You got those shaky hands, you better stand back up. Tell you what, Bubba, I'll give you 5 to 20 and I'll play you for them. If I lose, I pay you double. Wow. I tell you what, this is some low-level action right here, boys. Tell you what, Kyle or John, I need a solid 450 for one of these boys. You're gonna have to find us one of those too. Might as well just do a whole Michigan sweep when they come down to Indiana and just load up a bag full of money and let you boys take it away. $8 to 20. Choo. It's pretty stout, Bubba. It's pretty stout. All right. $470. And I'm a 508 and you need 8 to 20. Bubba, that math don't math. Hold on, boys. I think I need to go down there and turn on the shot clock because we don't got all fucking night. Rich Williams talked about it. He wanted to get like a little night, a big brawl night action. A bunch of us Indiana guys and some Michigan guys, and just one big all-out money gambling brawl. Just load up the van and head down. $5 to 20. I think that's a gamble already. I think you're just looking for a steal now. I'm giving you a quarter of the set already. Jeez, what more you want? Hold on, I think I need to make a phone call. Let Shizz know that we got a time limit on this. I'll tell you what, I'll try 6 to 20 and I'll give you the first break just because I like you. Man, that was a whole lot of thinking to just run one ball. I'll give you 6 to 20 in the first two breaks. All right, there we go. Shizz, just so you know, for it to be a legal hit, you've got to make contact with your ball and get a rail. I didn't know if you forgot that rule or not, but that makes ball in hand. Is Bryan just going to shoot? I guess he is. Oh my God, we got a lot of donkeys in here tonight, I tell you that. That's what I heard. Donkey fight number 2. I just seen Lucchini at the Grand Rapids Open when we were playing. That guy was spotting me, so I don't know. Got me a little worried. All right, we got a lucky safe here, I think. Hopefully Bryan just spins the 7 ball. But why would you play the smart shot, you know? Who likes playing percentages anyway, you know? Might as well just give him ball in hand. Let him run 2 balls, and we'll let Bryan back to the table here. I'm just kidding, Scott. I'm a left-handed pool player, and I could beat him with a right-handed cue. Bubba, you're asking for too much. That's the problem. You know, me and Scott, we're looking for gambles, not guarantees. Man. Can't even get position with ball in hand. Why would you want to? Maybe if you shake your fist one more time, it might move over for you. That's what I'm saying, Scott. He does. I think he's been watching Pretty Boy Floyd fucking pool videos trying to get a hustle out of us, thinking we're suckers. I just started playing pool, but it ain't that soon. Alright, there we go. Nice recovery by Shizz. Just got to make sure this is a small window for this 11. Just got smaller because now you got to either try to stun down there perfectly or you got to go one rail back over. Might get perfect. Oh my goodness. That's the best shot he's played all night and he's still unhappy with it. You can't make this guy happy for nothing. Oh my goodness. Ball in hand again. All right, Bryan takes an even bigger lead here. Scott, if you're looking to play some 9-ball, I'll give you 1 to 50 and we can just, I'll give you the first break, you know? I mean, no big deal. I tell you what, it's looking like a pretty good day for me. I made some money in Grand Rapids betting on some horses from Pulaski Lounge. They made me $500 each. And it looks like I'm about to get a nice little payday from Jared Beery and Philip Lee, the Vietnam Viper. Looking to make my pockets a little bit heavier. Ooh, the 7. Oh, that's stout. That's stout, I'll tell you that. I don't know, Scott. I don't think I'm good enough to give anybody a ball spot. I can't even run a rack. Man, just hitting them way too good to follow it right in, I tell you that. All right. Bryan's got to do something with this 4-ball. I'll tell you what, Riley, it's looking pretty good for us. Yeah, that does add a little bit of extra excitement and frustration. You know, I do love what Kyle, Jesse, and John are doing. You know, I think they're doing a great thing, but it is nice to just have a little bit of secluded area so that way you can kind of focus on your game and not have to worry about waiting for someone to move, bumping into them, whatever, you know, or just your typical drunk guy that loves to yell at the top of his lungs in the bar. It's a little too hard. Man, I don't even know if you can hit this one perfect enough to go 2 rails and play the 9 in the bottom right corner. Guess you just got to take the tough cut now and try and bump the 12 out. But I don't like it. Me right here, I'd probably just duck and make Bryan do the work. This is one of those tables where you just give it up sometimes, you know, or sell out. It's always an option too. Eight ball's all about choices. You know, you got to make good choices. You got to play good patterns. Playing good patterns is what turns you into that 6-7 ball runner, into the rack runner. You know, it's all about the patterns you play, which order you play them in. You know, and sometimes you gotta some racks just aren't runnable. You know, you can't turn a 5% out into 100, you know, it's just not possible sometimes. Oh, real unfortunate miss there by Bryan. I tell you what, Bryan is our little local FSR. He is El Ferrari. When that guy gets going around the table, he loves to just run and gun. Little too much mustard. Oh my goodness, and gets straight in almost for the side pocket. Let's see if he can close it out and close the gap. That's right. Take your time on the tough shots. Take your time. Bryan's back in the driver's seat now. Me personally, yep, I'm just going to thin the 1 and duck behind the 2. Or make it. Letting it loose, though. Letting it loose. Ooh. Real fortunate roll right there. This is a sellout shot, though. Jacking up to try and stay up table. Jacking up like that makes it a real tough shot, though. I'll let you know after this weekend, Scott, when I see you play Lucchini. I'm not 100% sure. I think Dave might have to spot you a little bit, but I'll tune in to the donkey fight and see what I see. I think you just gotta thin it, come 2 rails, and shoot the 8 in the top right corner there. Don't know if Shizz can get there, though. I don't know if he can reach that one. I don't know if he called his extension or not, but he's way past the window. I don't think so, Scott. I mean, I didn't really get to watch Lucchini play over the weekend. I was busy doing a little bit of my own gambling along with the team event, but I mean, the guy's got enough robustness that, you know, he's not moving one way or the other too much. And I'd say if you guys are both playing how you're supposed to, it should be a close match. All right. They got a tester. And I think he drills it. It's like I can tell the future here, boys. Oh, 100%. The difference is a lot of people, they don't know the difference, or they haven't done both to know the difference. Playing tournaments and playing money matches are both pressure pool, but they're two different types of pressure. Some people play really good tournaments and they don't gamble so well, and vice versa. And then you add in playing on stream, whether you're playing a tournament and you're playing on the TV table, or just like this, we're streaming a money match. People tighten up a lot when they know somebody's watching their game, or they get in their head that they think somebody's thinking, wow, how could you miss that? And don't get me wrong, we are doing a lot of wondering tonight, I'll tell you that. But you just got to focus on your game, one ball at a time, one rack at a time. You start worrying about the score too much, thinking you're way too behind. Those are all factors. You're the only person. If you've lost this game in your head, then you might as well just pack up and quit now. It doesn't matter what you do on the table if you don't think you can win it. Oh, Brandon calling out Dave, and I can't even get a game? Man. Guess you just don't like my money. Oh man, put a little zip on that to get almost perfect on the 4. Man, I did not see that position play coming. Oh, big pocket. Well, this is what we're talking about. Leaving your problems for last. You got to shoot the 1 ball, and you got to free up the 8. Hopefully he didn't leave himself too straight. Ooh, nice little bump. And overcuts it. Overcooked it. That's what I'm saying. You got to give the tougher shots the respect they deserve. That one was a little close, and he just got down there and 2-stroked it and fired away. Now let's see if Shizz can make him pay for those mistakes. Making this a real tough out here. He sure did, Scott. The guy just don't like money, I'll tell you that. Yeah, go ahead and snap that motherfucker. Break it. We'd love to see an Earl Strickland on the stream. Bryan needs 2. Shizz needs God. Oh, look who stopped in to say hi to the 2 donkeys playing. Got a certified donkey stamp already. See, the problem is we got 4 donkeys. We don't even know which one's controlling the page. I know Randy Edler's been wanting some Riley Gardner money, that's for sure. He's been looking for a hijacking. It makes a difference how much you stay in the grease, you know? If you don't play a lot of money matches very often, pressure can get to you. If you don't play on stream very often, the pressure can get to you. Jordan Staten, the Korean Cobra, checking in on the stream. Watching 2 donkeys go at it. I don't think that's gonna happen, Scott. I think Shizz only has one bullet in the barrel. Calling the bank. See if we get the 2 out of there. We do not, but the bank is good. Man, and that is a jam up safe. Play it on yourself. Tell you what, Bryan Buendia couldn't even do better than that. Also like to give a shout out to Kyle Jansen's for the updated scoreboard. That was all him, not me. So, big thanks to that guy. Super nice guy. Real good pool player. Real fucking good pool player. He was battling it out with Billy Plain this weekend and smoked him the first set. 9-2. And Billy's a gambler, that's for sure. See, this is where a lot of these lower level players, you know, they're trying to go for the good hit, but when it's just not possible, this is where you play an intentional foul. You tie up some more things, you make some more problems to keep yourself in the game. You know, a lot of people think it's low integrity, but it's part of the game. This is the 8-ball is chess, you know. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a pawn to protect the king. And he did. Got a good hit, but he also broke out, you know, Bryan's one set of Bryan's problem ball, you know. So He's still got to do a little bit of work here, but giving him some opportunities. Yeah, Kyle and Billy played 3 sets, I believe. I know they played 2 for sure. Kyle ran away with the first one. Kyle was getting 2-9 in 8-ball and beat Billy 9-2. They ran it back. Not sure what the score was on the second set, but I know Billy did win that. He put a 4-pack on him, and I'm not 100%. I think they did play a third set and they went hill, and I'm not sure if Kyle won that or not. I don't think that's going to happen. I tried to take a side bet with Shizz, and he said he was only comfortable with losing $500. So if he's not playing good, I don't see him wanting to play it and try and get some back. Real good save right there. That's probably the highest pool IQ shot I've seen from Bryan this entire match. There it is. Kyle Jansen won the last set against Billy and ended up 500 ahead. So that tells you, going hill and coming out on top, that's a good match. That's a good race for those guys. I'm pretty sure Kyle just plays with a carbon shaft, and he's got like a 2x4 screwed into the shaft, because I tell you what, that's one sad looking cue he drags around. Tanner Fox, thank you for tuning in. Just curious, how's that Jim Pierce cue hitting? Oh wait, I forgot. Well, we're coming up on 2027 here, Tanner. Maybe we'll have it by then. That's what I was thinking, Scott. But hey, I just got them together. I didn't discuss the race, the handicap, or anything. You know, I didn't discuss any of that. Billy just said he was looking for a game, and I knew Kyle was looking for one, so I just put them together. Kyle's a jam up player, man. He's a smart player. He plays really good 8-ball, real good. So, you know, he's definitely somebody to watch out for. He's a killer. Nicest guy, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, but he's a fucking stone cold killer on the table. Well, they just left Bryan super tough with ball in hand. All right, Bryan is on the hill. Bryan has won 9 to Shizz's 3. Shizz was getting 1 on the wire to 10 and has made it all the way to 4. So, needless to say, it's been a close match, everybody. And Tanner didn't want to take that gamble. Unbelievable. That's what we like to see, Philip. Early payments are better than on time, I tell you what. Oh, Bryan is just trying to run out from everywhere now. He's freewheeling it. Oh. Pockets aren't that big, Bryan. All right. This is 8-ball, though, guys. Anything can happen. If you buckle down, play the right shots, play the percentages, Shizz could get right back in this game, you know. But a lot of times the problem these players have is, you know, they know somebody's on the hill, they almost start giving up, you know. And once you play like that, you might as well just pay them their money. You got to have some fight. You got to have some grind. I've seen a lot of matches. Somebody's on the hill and these guys come back and tie it up. I'll tell you what, Philip, if he comes back and wins this, I'll give you 2-1 odds on your money. But if you lose it, you owe me another 50. Going for the bank. Ooh, just a little wide. Two nothing odds. Tanner was right, Philip. Always looking for a steal. The frustration is real, I tell you that. Shizz does not normally play this bad, but he has a hard time playing on the stream. He really does, you know. And $500, that's no chump change either, you know. So that makes a difference. You can be comfortable gambling $50 to $100 sets all day, you know, but some people are just, you know, you hit a certain number, it makes you tighten up a little bit, and understandably so, you know. It's not easy. Yeah, who likes making it easy, Bryan? We sure don't. Yeah, there you go. What a safety by the kid. See, just like that, you start playing too aggressive, too fast, too loose, mistakes happen. You know, that was an easy out for Bryan to close out this match, and now he's given Shizz another opportunity here. Looks like Shizz is going to keep himself alive. I'd put these guys as maybe some strong APA 5s. Oh my god. My goodness. I don't know, Shay. I might take that comment back. That was just terrible. Well, and Bryan sinks it for the match. Well, Shay, I would have said maybe some strong APA 5s, maybe some weak 6s, but I didn't see a whole lot of that tonight. I'll tell you that for sure. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and well, maybe we'll have another shit show circus just like this one coming up real soon. This is Jordan Torres live from the bullpen.